Sandpaper skin, shredding the sheets. You need Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion.
Much softer.
Now, if only could soften the snoring.
I snore?
And Double Butter Besties, Shea and Cocoa Butter Moisturizer, Jergens.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? How the music can free her whenever it starts, and it's magic. Do you believe in magic?
Tomorrow on E.T., he's back. Only we're with Jennifer Tilly and Devin Sawa talking Chucky Season 2.
Chucky's awfully quiet today. Usually has lots of stuff to say.
Rough night.
Yeah.
We're gonna have so much fun watching this, aren't we?
She is terrified.
I am a fraidy cat, y'all. I do not do scary movies, TV shows.
Happening now.
The Uvalde CISD superintendent talking retirement this evening. Coming up, parents of Robb Elementary School victims say their calls for accountability didn't have to come to this.
Now, unfortunately, we just haven't had that fall feeling quite yet in San Antonio, but this week we will be going through a bit of a humidity whiplash. I'll have those details coming up.
It's not even Halloween yet, and retailers are already competing for your holiday dollars. Coming up, which items are on deep discount and which ones you might be able to negotiate the price of. The News at 5 starts right now.
And first at 5, a retirement, suspensions, and a firing. The Uvalde School Board meeting for the first time since it became public that the district hired a DPS officer under investigation for her role in the Robb Elementary tragedy.
And since then, the entire district police department has been suspended, that officer fired, and the superintendent has announced his retirement.
Our Lee Waldman live in Uvalde. Lee, that retirement is what's going to be discussed by the board tonight, though we may not hear a lot about it.
It is, because much of that meeting is going to be happening behind closed doors. But tonight, even before the board meeting kicks off, there is a rally outside in support of Dr. Hal Harrell starting at 5:30. Dr. Harrell's announcement Friday by email to the district staff has caused division in this community, many voicing their support for the superintendent and the work he's done as an educator for 31 years. This weekend, we spoke with several parents of the Robb Elementary victims who say their intention was never for Harrell to retire. It's something they didn't ask for. All they asked was that he hold people accountable. Now those families are feeling pain over the pushback from their community.
I'm kind of angry that there are more people just now, wanting to show up, and it was because the man who we didn't ask to is retiring. We fought for our son, and I would do it again.
In a post on Facebook, Dr. Harrell's wife posted a message from him saying, quote, "These next steps for our future are being taken after much reflection and is completely my choice," unquote. Now, much of this conversation is going to be happening behind closed doors, like you had mentioned, Steve, but the board can take possible action afterwards. We'll bring you all the latest. Live in Uvalde, Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Lee. New at 5, saying goodbye to a student athlete at Our Lady of the Lake University after a deadly crash over the weekend. Today, we learned Angelina Martinez was one of 2 people killed in a head-on crash around 3:20 on Sunday morning. According to her preliminary police report, someone driving a blue Mitsubishi Lancer driving the wrong way on Wurzbach Parkway near 281 and crashed into a yellow Camaro. Not clear which car Martinez was in, but she and the other driver were pronounced dead on the scene. Today, Our Lady of the Lake University students and staff gathered for a prayer vigil honoring the senior volleyball player.
The program, the girls are just devastated. And of course, as a coach, your student athletes become like your kids. And, you always worry about something like this happening. And this weekend, it became a reality.
We're still waiting to learn the name of the other driver. The medical examiner tells us she was 22 years old.
A mother charged with her daughter's death 5 years ago is finally going to trial. Jessica Briones is facing a murder charge for the death of 4-year-old Olivia Briones. Back in September 2017, she showed up to the police station on Prue Road with her daughter, who was unresponsive. A day later, the 4-year-old died, and doctors said she had multiple injuries, including a head injury that they say caused her death. Because of the pandemic, we're told this trial has been reset several times over the past couple of years. Opening statements started today, and coming up on the news at 6, Erica Hernandez breaks down the case each side will be presenting.
just seeing that video, I've seen it maybe over 100 times probably by now. And it's just each time it's harder and harder to see. And
today we're learning more about Eric Cantu, the teenager shot by an SAPD officer outside of a Northside McDonald's last week. This body camera footage shows Officer James Brennan shot Cantu multiple times. According to the police report, Brennan says he was responding to a disturbance call at that McDonald's on Blanco when he thought the car Cantu was in had been reported stolen. And before backup even arrived, there you saw the officer open the car door to find Eric Cantu and another teen inside eating. When Cantu's car started moving, Brennan fired shots, sending the 17-year-old to the hospital, where his friend George Ramos tells ABC he's still recovering tonight.
the state and condition he's in right now is just, it breaks all of our hearts. Eric, great kid, man. He's the comedian of our group.
His friend says Cantu is a great baseball player and dreams of owning his own business. All charges against him have been dropped by the Bexar County District Attorney, and so far no word on if Officer Brennan will be facing charges since he was fired from SAPD.
It has been 6 years since a man was murdered and still no arrest in that case. But San Antonio police and Crime Stoppers hope that you can help with that. 37-year-old Angelo Polendo was killed back on October 11th, 2016 on the west side. People in the area heard gunshots and saw a gray-colored vehicle speed off. Polendo's body was found down the street at the intersection of North Sabinas and Lambrano streets. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-STOP. There is a reward of up to $5,000 for information that leads to an arrest.
Check out TransGuide right now at 5:03 on this Monday. US 90 at Nogalitos. You can see things seem to be moving along very smoothly today. No major traffic tie-ups to tell you about. But Stephen Cavazos has a rundown on road closures.
The road closures are going to continue throughout the month of October, so just know what you can expect before you get out on the roadways because some things could impact your commute time. Let's take a look here at State Highway 16, otherwise known as Bandera Road. Now, this is utility work that will actually begin on Monday, October 10th. It's going to last until Friday, October 14th, according to KSAT. It is overnight. 9 in the evening to 5 in the morning is when you'll see multiple lane closures in both directions. That'll be from Loop 1604 to Diamond K Trail. Let's now take a jump over 281, the north side of San Antonio. Yep, that work's going to continue as well on Monday, October 10th. Asphalt work, 8 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. A single southbound main lane closure is what you can expect from Marshall Road to Wilderness Oak. So just plan for that. And let's take one last look here at Lock Hill Selma Road here in Bexar County. Utility work has already been current since Sunday, October 2nd. A part of it will wrap up on Friday, October 14th. It's going to be overnight again, so late night owls, early bird commuters, 8 in the evening to 5 in the morning is when you'll see alternating lane closures in both directions right there at the Wurzbach Parkway intersection. Now would be a great time to grab those phones and open your camera app. Scan the QR code by tapping the center of your screen. That'll take you directly to our KSAT traffic page, and that has a full list of all the closures that are current throughout the month of October.
Well, thank you, Stephen. You know, outside right now, it's pretty warm. Temperatures are in the upper 80s in many locations. However, in Lakey, in Miss Joanne's backyard, it feels nice. It's 82 degrees. 84 in Eagle Pass, 87 in Schertz, 87 in Floresville. Closer to San Antonio, we've got 87 in Mico and 87 in Seguin. Now, I'm not going to lie. This week is going to be pretty toasty for fall. Take a look at these high temperatures. By Wednesday, we'll be in the low 90s. Even after a front moves through, we're still going to be near 90 degrees. But as you look toward early next week, we do see temperatures take a bit of a tumble. The main thing this week, the heat, but the biggest difference that you'll notice from day to day is the humidity. I've got the details on our humidity whiplash coming up in just a bit. Myra.
All right, thank you, Sarah. Tomorrow is the deadline, the last day to register to vote in the November midterm elections. In this election, all 435 seats of the U.S. House of Representatives and a third of the U.S. Senate seats up for grabs. Early voting starts October 24th, and the last day to apply for a ballot by mail is October 28th. Then Election Day is November 8th.
Also on the ballot, of course, the race for governor of Texas, plus district attorney and a monumental race for county judge. This will be the first time in more than 20 years that this seat is up for grabs. Nelson Wolf is retiring. Right now on KSAT.com, we're taking your questions for the candidates in both of these races, the DA and the county judge. As Election Day gets closer, we'll get those questions answered and posted online.
Also on KSAT.com, some information to find out if you are already registered to vote or details on how to get registered by tomorrow's deadline. Scan this QR code you see right here to take you to our website. You'll find everything you need to know before you show up to the polls.
Decades ago, Rolando Rios fought and won many a legal battle over Mexican-American civil rights. It's a fight he fought all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court.
And certainly, even though times have changed since then, Jesse Degollado says with tomorrow's voter registration deadline approaching, Rios believes young Latinos should learn from the past now more than ever.
They tried to catch the spirit. These are more than photos on a wall. They're milestones in the life of Rolando Rios and lessons, he says, not to be forgotten, especially now.
You cannot take things for granted because it is a precarious democracy is a precarious system.
But he says protecting civil rights these days isn't what it used to be in the 60s at the height of the movement. Rios says misinformation permeates the internet and social media, questioning the integrity of elections. So seeking out the truth, he says, is vital.
To listen to what's going on, pay attention, and make sure you make intelligent votes.
Yet those who did back then, he says, had little chance of their votes being counted fairly.
Because we were a minority, the majority won everything.
Until a U.S. Supreme Court ruling led to the creation of single-member districts. That, says Rios, was his biggest legal victory.
Well, I'm proud of it because it had a ripple effect.
Rios says he's encouraged by a new generation of Latinos, like these students registering voters at St. Mary's University. Yet he says he still worries about others who may say they've made it, so why should they worry about voting rights?
You take something for granted, and before you know it, you lose it.
Jesse Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
Celebration and remembrance. That's what today's holiday is about for those honoring Indigenous Peoples Day. Today, dozens of organizations from across the country came together at San Antonio College to spread awareness about the importance of this holiday. People got to learn about Indigenous traditions like song and dance. Frankie Arona says events like this are crucial for college campuses and our community.
Here's a place for them to learn some truth of the original people of the land, things that they don't learn in public schools, and that we're here today, and we've always been here, and you know that we're a proud people that have a very rich culture and that loves to share.
Today's event, part of SAC's month-long lineup of events celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month.
No need to wait for those Black Friday sales this year. Many of your favorite stores already slashing prices. Coming up, Marilyn Moritz explains how a head start on holiday shopping could mean a better deal. Here's a look at what's coming up today on the news at 6. Thieves targeting an iconic San Antonio landmark. RJ Marquez shares the lead police have to track them down, plus how local business owners are fighting back on this. And an ongoing search for Perla in connection to the alleged luring of migrants from San Antonio to Martha's Vineyard. The League of Latin American Citizens, or LULAC, sharing a photo with us identifying the woman who allegedly gave migrants water and made empty promises. Alicia Barrera has that story. Plus,
we get the pain that this is causing. We wish there was another way.
Battle over Bracken Ridge Park. The city wants to preserve and restore several historic structures at Bracken Ridge, but they plan to cut down or relocate nearly 80 trees to do that. As you can imagine, that is not sitting well with some who worry about the cost to the park's natural beauty and its wildlife. The plan for Bracken Ridge Park and what's at stake. That's in a brand new KSAT Explains coming up today on the news at 6.
Well, 'tis the season, and we're not talking pumpkin spice. Holiday shopping is starting earlier than ever this year. 12 News Side's Marilyn Moritz says big retailers are in Black Friday mode right now.
Move over, Jack. The holiday shopping jingle is on in October. Is October too early?
Yeah, that's too early for me.
But a Bankrate survey found nearly half of holiday shoppers will start buying gifts before Halloween, spooked by inflation.
We actually start this month. Money usually gets a little tight at the end of the year, so the earlier the better.
And long before Black Friday, retailers are competing for his dollars. Tuesday, Amazon is launching a 2-day Prime sale for members. Target is boldly declaring weekly Black Friday deals, and Walmart has rollbacks, especially on toys and tech.
I think this is the season, right, of the consumer.
Industry analyst Deborah Weinswig says savvy shoppers will find discounts earlier and deeper than ever.
This year, because there's so much excess inventory and retailers want to protect their bottom line as much as they can, they're using October as like truly an experiment that they have not done before.
Her advice to stretch your dollar: shop early, get free shipping online, shop in store, and get this, for technical products, negotiate. Don't be afraid to ask for a lower price. And hang on to your receipts. If you buy something in October but it costs less in December, many stores will refund the difference. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
We've got some breaking news we want to make you aware of here. This is a look from Sky 12 right now. A grass fire that is burning in the 12,000 block of Donnup Road. You can see it's still a very active fire, a lot of smoke in that area, more than 4 acres burning at one point, and we know several structures are threatened.
Yeah, they're actually asking people, officials are, to avoid this area. Dunlop Road from 181 to Old Corpus Christi Road is shut down. Multiple fire agencies are responding. You can see the flames and the smoke. Clearly, this is a very active situation. And Sarah Spivey, this is also a very great indication of just how dry it is out there.
Very, very dry. And coming up at 6, we're actually going to talk about some surprising cities that have received more rain than San Antonio. But, you know, this grass fire is a great reminder that with the plenty of fuel, dry fuels for fires, fires will spread rapidly. And Thursday, we're actually going to have windy, dry, and warm conditions. That is not a good combination when it comes to grass fire danger. More on that in just a sec. But first, let's go ahead and take a look outside with live cam. You can see puffy cumulus clouds there. It's 85. Again, that grass fire probably a little bit difficult to control because we have winds from the south-southeast at 13 miles per hour, gusting up to 22 miles per hour. So pretty breezy out there. And this evening, the sun's going to set at 7:09, and we'll see temperatures fall into the 70s. It will be a bit breezy, partly cloudy, but all in all, a pretty pleasant evening outside. Today, we got up to 88 degrees for the high temperature. That's 4 degrees above average. And our morning low was 64. Guess what? Tomorrow, pretty much the same out there. In fact, here's a look at tomorrow morning's lows. With the sunrise, it'll be 62 in Kerrville, 66 in Del Rio, 66 in Carrizo Springs, 64 in Pleasanton. New Braunfels, you'll be at 62 degrees. It'll be 64 in Kerrville, 62 in Seguin, 64 in Nixon Smiley, 64 in Hondo, 64 in Pleasanton and Poteet. As for temperatures, they'll quickly warm under partly cloudy skies. Again, a very similar day to today, tomorrow. We'll be looking at temperatures in the low 80s by noon, and in the afternoon, 88 degrees for the high temperature. One thing that's going to be a little bit different tomorrow is that the winds will not be as strong. We'll still have winds from the south, but about 5 to 10 miles per hour rather than 10 to 20 miles per hour. All right, I want to show you the radar right now. As you know, it is quiet in San Antonio. However, off to the west, you can see that there are some storms there in Mexico. And I think before they can make it to Valverde County, they will fall apart. But still, there's an off chance through sunset that Del Rio, Valverde County could have an isolated shower. Otherwise, again, dry in San Antonio. And as we take a look at the weather setup across the state of Texas, we've actually got some showers and storms near Abilene right now. This is where the rain is going to stay out in West Texas. This trough of low pressure is not going to be bringing us any rain. However, there is hope for rain from this trough of low pressure and a potential cold front next Monday on the 17th. We're really hoping that this pans out for us. Right now, rain chances stand at about 30% on Monday, but please continue to check back in with the forecast because we may be able to increase that chance for rain. Otherwise, a brief 10% shot at showers Wednesday night as a front moves through. Looking at the dew point tracker, it's going to be pretty muggy on Wednesday. Now, I know this line goes all the way down to the bottom there, but just look at the numbers instead. Dry on Thursday and windy on Thursday behind a front. That really only cools us down by a couple of degrees. Otherwise, by the weekend, it'll be muggy again. And again, there's that hope for rain on Monday. We'll continue to keep you posted.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Ed Too Tall Jones, Bob Lilly, Randy White, Charles Haley. There's a legacy of great defenders for the Dallas Cowboys that this year's team seems to be living up to.
Well, remember what they called it back in the day, the Dallas Doomsday Defense.
Absolutely.
And you're revisiting that right now because Cooper Rush would be the first guy to tell you this is one of the biggest reasons why they are now on a, what is it? They're 5-1. Dallas D, best in the NFL. The Texans' first win comes at the expense of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming up.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys scored their fourth straight win without Dak Prescott at quarterback after he was injured in the season opener against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Since that time, Cooper Rush has been undefeated in the starting lineup, but he'll be the first one to tell you that he has relied heavily on the Dallas D. In fact, it was a defense that scored the first touchdown of the day in L.A. when Dorrance Armstrong burst through the line, strip sacked Rams quarterback Matt Stafford, and then the loose ball is picked up by DeMarcus Lawrence, who scores easily. Micah Parsons, fighting through a groin injury, picked up 2 sacks on the day, limiting the Rams to just 10 total points, holding L.A. scoreless at home in the second half in the 22-10 victory.
Super satisfying knowing that you're holding teams to minimum points, knowing that, you know, your offense can rely on you, and it helps the special teams. You know, we're getting way better field position because how our defense is playing, and that's just the mentality that we decided to play with week in and week out. You know, we hold a high standard here in the Cowboys, and we only want people that's going to be resilient, persevere, and have a lot of determination.
All right, next up, the Cowboys try and be the first team to beat the Eagles in Philadelphia when they appear on Sunday Night Football this coming weekend. That's right, the Eagles are 5-0. The Cowboys are 4-1 like the Giants. Meantime, the Houston Texans scored their first win of the season when they beat the Jaguars in Jacksonville. In that game, rookie running back Dameon Pierce was a difference maker. He had 26 carries for 99 yards, including this 20-yard touchdown run, or I should say run, where he almost took on the entire defense the Jags had to offer. He would cap it off with a 1-yard touchdown run to lead the Texans to their first win, 13-6. How did Pierce feel about that crushing run?
I was tired at first, but after I caught my breath a little bit, man, you know, like, we just needed a surge, man. Like, we were just looking for somebody to make a play on, because Nico made the play a couple drives before. You know, we was putting together drives, but we weren't quite finishing them and punishing them and playing our type of football. And we got back playing our style of football. And when we playing our style of football, we usually a great offense. You know, when we get things rolling. And just that play kind of surged everyone up, got our spirits up, and it led to a touchdown.
All right, the Texans have a bye week before this week but traveling to Las Vegas, I should say, to face the Raiders on October the 23rd. Matt Rule has been fired as the head coach of the Carolina Panthers following the team's latest loss, 37-15 to the San Francisco 49ers. As a result, the Panthers have opened the season at 1-4. Rule overall is 11-27. Overall, after team ownership said it would take 5 to 6 years to rebuild the team. Former Baylor coach leaves with the team owing him more than $40 million. I wonder if he has any interest in returning to college football.
I think there are probably quite a few teams that would be interested in
Could
Mr.
Nebraska
Rule.
be
Maybe.
one of them?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll be right back. That is all our time. Thanks so much for watching the News at 5.
World News up next. We'll see you back here at 6.